This is Ben Rogers, this is the Property Diary. This is Thursday the 21st of March. Been a day in the office today, just doing a catch up really on some of the phone calls that need to be made. Lots of leads coming in from all sorts of places and just catching up with them as well. Not a majorly successful day today. I would say that we've probably put about 6 or 7 potential deals in the hopper, but nothing that's actually come to kind of real fruition today. Been chasing up on some of the deals that we have got going through and just getting heads of terms out and bits and pieces like that, but nothing majorly new. I have been working with one of my contacts in London who's got about 17 flats down in Cornwall to work with. So that's quite interesting, but that'll be a long termer. All sorts of challenges with that, as you can probably imagine. Had a bunch of properties all over the country today that I've been speaking to, and quite interesting. One of the couples I spoke to today, this was a lead from one of my buddies, Darren, and this coming from his website, from the marketing that he does, and spoke to this lady, couldn't get any sense of humour, very little rapport going, speaking to this lady Amy, and found out that what she's looking to do is actually sell a house and go to Romania. Now you get some really weird people you end up speaking to on the phone, and she wants to go to Romania, and I said, oh blimey, you've been out to Romania before? No. Seriously? What are you going to do out there? Well, it's a lot easier to get work out there. And I'm thinking, seriously? No, it's not. We've got loads of Romanians in the UK because it's easy to get work over here and they can make more money. So really bizarre. But yet the reason she's trying to sell the house is that she bought it a year ago. The property is in not particularly great condition. She's obviously got dogs and stuff in the back of the house. And not in particularly sort of great nick, I suppose. But very strange. Then her boyfriend comes onto the phone and starts having a conversation with us whilst he's actually whilst on the phone to her. And again, some very sort of, he was, you're not going to fall for this con, are you? You're not going to put up with this ridiculous idea, are you? And his idea was he was just going to chuck the property onto eBay and he'd get a full cash offer for it. And I'm trying to explain to him, I said, look, because you will get this, guys. You will get people who just think that just because they've got it slightly under market value, that there's a whole bunch of people out there queuing up waiting to buy it. So the way that I overcome this is have a conversation with them and say, look, I completely understand how you feel. It's not anything you're doing wrong, not anything that I'm doing wrong, but the market is conspiring against us. And have the conversation that, in an ideal world, what would happen here is that I'd come along with a briefcase stuffed full of used £20 notes and give him all the money he wants for the house. But the problem is that means that I then can't buy any more properties. So what I normally have to do, like most other investors have to do, is need to get some form of finance on the property. Now the challenge is that a lot of the finance companies, the mortgage companies, just aren't lending money at the moment. Now, guess what? If I've got that challenge, do you think it's possible that all the other buyers have got that challenge as well? And the interesting thing he brought up today, because it was budget day yesterday, he said, oh, it's great because the government's put into place all this funding for first-time buyers. They're going to lend them money so they can buy houses. I said, yeah, that's great. If you've got a brand new house and you're a developer and you're trying to sell the house that way. I'm guessing that you're not a developer and this isn't a brand new house and therefore you can't use that scheme. So actually, that's really scuppered you to actually sell the house, because all the potential people who might be buying this house are now going to go and buy a brand new house because the government's put this scheme together. You in the second-hand house, you are really, truly, right royally screwed. Excuse my language. So it's interesting what people take from the media, and it's interesting what they sort of come up with as what that's going to be their salvation and solution. So sometimes people need a blooming great big reality check. This guy was never going to sell me his house, or never let his girlfriend Amy sell the house to me today. But what have I done? That's in the hopper. I'm going to speak to him in about a fortnight, maybe 3 weeks time. It's gone into my filing cabinet. I'll pull it out on the relevant day. I'll give him another call. I know they're going to Romania. I know what he's looking to do. I'll see how he's got on with his eBay house sales side of things. I know that that one is a property that's probably not going to go anywhere at all. So I can then have a conversation with them a bit later. Hopefully next time we get a bit more rapport. Hopefully then I'll start listening to the solutions that I maybe have got, because this house is owned outright. There's no mortgage on it at all, but they want the cash to go and move on. I'm not sure whether Romania is the answer. I'm not sure whether that's just a whole load of codswallop. I just don't know. But what I do know is they ain't selling that house for top dollar, because it's in a bit of a shabby condition. People that are coming around looking at it are just coming up with the issues that are cosmetic, but still issues. And the investors are just going to offer them a silly price, which is going to be about 70% of what it's actually worth. So it's not going to sell. So maybe with the solution that I would have, which would, you know, I'm not an IFA, I'm not a mortgage broker, I can't give financial advice, but what I can do is float the idea that maybe some of my other clients have come back to me and said, well, look, this would be a really good idea. Why don't I go out and get like a mortgage on the property, and you know, would you be prepared to actually pay that mortgage so that I can take the money and move on? And yeah, do you know what? I've done that in the past and it seemed to work really well. I'm just wondering if it worked for them, maybe it might work for you as well. So this is one that's in the hopper. Could it work? Maybe. Will it work? I don't know. I've just got to see what's going to happen. I've got to see whether I can get any rapport going. And I know that next time I speak to them, it's very, very unlikely they'll have sold the house. So there you go. That's what I've been up to today. A lot of sort of having conversations with people, putting properties in the hopper. We'll see what happens with them as the weeks and the months move on. And some of those will turn into deals. Some of them will just fall off the edge of a cliff and I'll never speak to them again. So there you go. That's Ben. This is the Property Diary. This is Thursday, the 21st of March. I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. You take care. Have a great day.